Hey, hey, spooky time is here. It is time to do some Halloween crafts again. This week we are making leg warmers. We are bringing out our inner witch. We all have one, don't we? And I'm going to make leg warmers that I can wear with my granny shoes. Is my plan. I'm using the pitch black yarn that we dyed earlier this summer. How'd you like that? I am making this as a knitted rectangle. Very easy. It is a simple feather and fan pattern, and in the beginning and the end I've got 10 stitches or 5 stitches of garter stitch and 5 stitches of stockinette, and I'm doing buttonholes to one side. The other leg warmer I will make the buttonholes on this side, and then we are going to add lace around the project. So that's this week's Halloween project, and I can't wait to get started on the other one. I'm going to show you a really neat trick for making the buttonholes. Now I realize this is black, so it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but we're making a buttonhole and we're going to make it over 4 stitches. So first, and this is done in the panels that are in stockinette. I don't know if the camera is able to pick it up, but we have a stockinette panel and we have a garter stitch panel. So first I'm going to cast off 4 stitches. Two, 3, and 4. And we're going to just knit to the end. And we're turning our work around. Like so. And we're knitting the first 5 stitches that are garter. And we got 1 stitch to purl because it's stockinette on the other side. Now here we're going to add in another 4 stitches again, but we're going to do the backwards loop, but we're only going to cast on 2 of the 4 stitches. And we're just going to continue knitting, finishing this row, and then back on the other side, and I'm going to show you exactly why we did only 2 stitches here. We are back to the where we cast on the stitches, and as you can see, what happens when you do a backwards loop cast on is you get this really long thread. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to knit the 2 stitches that we cast on. We're going to utilize this extra thread. I'm just picking it up from the back side like so and knitting through it for the 3rd stitch. And you can see it's shorter now, and we're doing the same again. There we go. And we don't have a lot of extra yarn. There we go. We don't get that huge loop in the back side that's just going to be in the way. There we go. A new buttonhole. We are done knitting the leg warmers, and I think you can sort of see the pattern. There you go. That's the downside of dyeing a true black. It's very hard to film it, but there you go. And I got buttonholes on this side, and I've got a straight panel here. See if you can see that. There we go. And I'm going to be stitching the buttons onto this side. And we are adding some lace. Now I actually bought some already made. I could have made my own lace, but I decided not to this time. So we're going to add the lace around all the edges, all the way around. And I need to decide which side is up and which side is down, because for the top part, at least in my case, I need to stretch out the fabric, because there's no stretch in the lace I've got. You could always buy a stretch lace, of course. Mine doesn't have that. So I need to stretch out the fabric so that it will fit around my entire calf. I got big calves. And if I stitch this on too tight, it's not going to fit me around the upper part of my calf. So I think we are going to start, yeah, let's start pinning the lace. I'm making a little fold in the corner here. Let's make a bigger one. There we go. Move it down a little bit. There we go. Oop. pin is getting away from me. So. And this is going to be the top part. So I need to stretch it out a little while pinning now to make sure I have enough lace to fit all the way around. So I'm pulling on the back side and pinning the lace. I'm not pulling the lace. And I'm going to continue all the way around. We have pinned the first one, and this side is up. This is where I've stretched leg warmer while pinning the lace. And for this one I have the buttonholes on this side, and this is where I will be stitching the buttons. And while wearing this, I want this part to be turned backwards so that it folds over towards my back side, I guess. So I want to make the other one the opposite. So I need to make sure that I have the panel for the buttons and the panel for the buttonholes are on opposite sides compared to the first one, so that this will be the top side. This is where I will be stretching the fabric while pinning the lace. There we go. All the lace has been pinned on both of the leg warmers. So next I'm going to stitch it. I'll be hand stitching everything, and we'll be adding buttons. I had a hard time finding buttons for this project that I liked. I would have liked some gray buttons, but I couldn't find any in the right size. So I got these off of Amazon. So just simple buttons like so, but I think I'm going to use them this way with the back side up. I think I like that better. So I'll be stitching the lace and adding buttons.